brothers and sisters. It is currently 7:53 a.m. Central Standard Time on March 22nd, 2022. Hope our Creator is keeping you well and safe wherever you are in the world. This is Jacob of Ephraim, and we're going to start over today at spaceweatherlive.com. We're going to do a little bit different video today. Just recently had a C7.03 pop off, as we can see here. So not so sure if anything's going to be showing up on our SDO. It's going to be a little early for that. We can come over and check it out, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to be showing anything yet because it literally just happened. So it might be this guy right over here, but I'll have to do an update if it's anything major. I don't foresee it being, but yeah, so nothing major to be concerned about. Even with a sea level, it was a pretty fast uptick, and we'll go back and take a look at that really quick. When you have a fast flare, not always, but usually, see how it comes up very quickly, and then you can already tell it's wanting to come down a little bit already. Just like this, it goes up and then down. Usually there's not a lot of plasma with it, it's just a flare. There's always going to be a little bit of plasma, but I'm pretty sure now if this ends up being a long-term event, and let's say that it goes and it stretches out and comes down like at an angle like this, then there's a lot of plasma with it. So I'll keep an eye on that, and if it's something to report, I'll make sure to do so. But what we're going to do is we're going to hurry up and we're going to actually get two things out of the way. Here's our Schumann, our Russian model, showing a power of 24, but that's actually all the way over here. So as of right now, it's actually quite calm. We're looking at a level of about 9 to 10 over here at A2, but straight out it looks like we're at A1, which is what most of the readings go from. Yeah, I'd say we're probably around a 4 or 5. Things are pretty calm. If we go over and take a look at the Italian model for Schumann, this is our very low frequency. This is our electromagnetic field. Very little activity. We've got these three really weird looking discs, and this almost looks like a cube, doesn't it? Of some sort. But I'll digress from that. As you can see, from here to here, they're changing the settings once again. But we'll come down here to the actual Schumann, and as we can tell, there is activity going on. Some things that you can see, the geophones are actually going off. So, but as you can see here, they've got it dialed down. It's very, very quiet. Because see how it looks kind of quiet here? But then you come down here, it actually looks very different. I mean, this spike here is like here. So why doesn't it look like this up here? It's manipulation. They keep messing with it. But we'll come down here and we'll take a look at the different sounds, because sounds have a color annotation with them. So as we look at the different hertz, we can see that there's definitely activity going on. This right here is your graph, so you guys can come over and take a look at that. There's all kinds of activity. Not exactly sure how it translates or what it means, but it's not lightning. All the lightning is these little buggers down here. So right here is where the Italian model is. So we're good with that. Now, we got the Schumanns out of the way. We're going to come over to here. Something I wanted to show you guys. I'm not sure what this is. Do you guys see this object right here? Right here. Okay. We're going to push him on down, and you can see it's going pretty much straight south. Maybe at an angle. I'm sure there's an angle to it, right? But you can see that there is something here that's pushing down, that's getting pushed down. So if we come over here to LASCO, and we actually look at LASCO C3, we can see that there is something there, and it continues to get pushed down. It's kind of shadowy from LASCO C3 because it's kind of off at a distance, but there is something there. Okay, so it's got to make you go, what was that? You know, and is there something right there? It's got to make you wonder, doesn't it? So what I did is I came over to here to stereo ahead, and sure enough, now this right here is Mercury, I believe, and the reason I say that is because when you will actually just kind of grow back like this, you can see how it's moving. So it's going from right to left. Well, the only way that would be going from right to left is if this was Mercury. because the satellite that we're looking at is actually over here, stereo ahead. Okay, remember, this is stereo ahead. So stereo ahead, if this is the Earth, stereo ahead is here, stereo behind is over here. So from stereo ahead's point of view, it would be Mercury going from right to left because it's going around its orbit around the sun. So that would be Mercury, right? But the real question is, what is this? Anybody tell me that? What is that? What is this round object? Now, granted, it almost looks like it's going to hit Mercury, but we know that it's going down. Now, even though at an angle, Mercury is on the other side of the sun. So that's why we're actually able to see it, because it's lit up. So that's Mercury. But what is that, folks? Is that Nibiru? A Cachinas? A different planet? Well, I mean, we know that we have at least 40 now. For those of you who didn't know. Truth bomb. So, as we come over here, again, well, it looks like there might have been something there, too. This is just very interesting, folks. I find this interesting. So, if you guys could tell me, somebody could tell me what this is, and don't tell me it's a plasma ball, I will laugh at you. It is not a plasma ball by any means, but it is definitely a ball of some sort, like a planetary ball, globe. I just find it very interesting. Now over here on YouTube, I'm over here at third phase of moon, and I happen to be watching this one today. Now I want you guys to pay attention to something. See this type of a disc, or like a bowl shape with a glass top? Okay, I want you guys to watch this next little bit. This is right from third phase of moon from their channel from today. Okay, I'll actually back out and I'll show it to you here in a moment, but just give this a listen.
What kind of evidence do we have to back this up? Is there any sketches? Is there any drawings? Well, you know I did the legwork for you. Here's the original sketch from the report, and we'll go down here, and we'll start at the top.
See where it says 1968, received February 29th?
So the backstory
1968.
is, this young girl was waiting for her friend.
Got something to show y'all.
Inside, she goes up. Now, it was snowing. It was cold outside, but she was waiting for her friend. It was about 7:40 p.m. That was kind of...
So, basically, this is a drawing from a little girl. Okay? She does this little sketch drawing. So here you've got the bowl and the glass top, couple people inside of it. Sounds kind of a typical thing, right? I mean, the girl's name was Marilyn Wilding. Okay? 1968, huh? Well, that's interesting. Okay, so here we are. Again, third phase of moon. This is Navy pilots come forward with new UFO military footage 2022. So this is the video that I got it from. It just premiered 5 hours ago, okay? Now, the reason I say that this is interesting, now we saw the timing on this, right? We all saw this, 1968, right? Does anybody remember the Jetsons came out September 23rd, 1962 to 1963, and then it came back on. It was reintroduced in 1985 to 1987. Did anybody know that it actually came out originally in the early 60s? So they've known about these crafts for a while. They were even showing us in cartoons to entertain us. Nice round bubble disc or bowl disc with a glass top. Yeah, isn't that what we're seeing here? Glass top, bowl. I just find that very interesting, considering it was around the same time in the 60s. I mean, come on now. Really? Now, here's one of the other things I want to show you guys. You guys notice the buildings are up in the sky? Of course, Spacely Sprockets. That guy was such a jerk. But anyways, floating cities, right? Haven't we seen that? Floating city appears in the sky over Chinese town. This is the channel. I'm sorry, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that name. I would absolutely butcher it. But look at this. There's been several reports of floating cities that have been seen all over the world. Not just in China. This is in China. They've been spotted videos in the United Kingdom, in Finland. So, you know what else it reminds me? It kind of reminds me of Tomorrowland. But that's just me. I'll digress from this for a bit. Now here I'm going to come back over to third phase of moon. This is a different video, but I actually just took a couple screenshots. So I wanted to show y'all something. Now I've had some people tell me, oh, third phase of moon, it's a shield, it's all fake crap, but the majority of their videos are videos that get sent in to them by other people. And I'm taking a look at this particular one right here because this one has been on multiple channels by the sun on SDO. And I myself have captured this exact craft on SDO, which is Solar Dynamic Observatory. So let's kind of remember the shape of this. Okay, you got the little round balls here. Okay, so this right here is actually its propulsion or its magnetism, how it balances in three, almost like a pyramid or a triangle. So let me show you guys what I'm talking about. So I'm going to start off, and we're going to go over here. And this is SDO 335 angstroms of light. And we can see one of those little craft right here. Now granted, you can't really see much of a shape, it just kind of looks like a little cube, right? Which is also interesting, as in board cube. But the more that you start to get into it, you start to see that they actually start taking a shape. And sometimes it's very interesting the shapes that they begin to take that you can see. Now this one you may not be able to see very well, but it's right here in the middle. They traverse the sun all the time. That's where they hide a lot of times. Yeah, it's kind of hard for me to explain what that was. But look at the shape of this one here. Do you guys notice this? This is kind of interesting. Now if you turn your head to the left, it actually looks like the bowl is on top, but almost like there's a little drop down, like in a spike coming out the bottom, right? Almost like, like this would be the propulsion, and yet it's coming out of the sun this way, right? Now this is a close-up. This is actually very close to the sun. I've got these guys away from the sun in front of the satellite. Remember this image right here. Okay? In fact, let me do this. Let me rotate it. Yeah, perfect. Just like that. Oop. God darn it. Didn't want to obey me. Little turd. Now if we're looking at it this way. Oh, this is a different one. Haha. This is actually a different photo. Sorry, folks. Where did it go? There it is. So we know what it looks like, right? So we've got the bowl like this going over the top, and then this little spike down here, right? Now, check this out. Here it is in stereo ahead. Here you got the bowl shape here, and then that little cone comes down like this, that little spike coming down like this. 1, 2, 3. I've got several of these guys. Several of them in front of the satellites. Now, do you remember that one that I just showed you? Look at this. From third phase of moon, those 3 dots like a triangle. 1, 2, 3. Like 3 round nubs right here. Coming right out of the sun. And this is SDO at 94 angstroms of light. That's right, folks. They're everywhere. That's why I'm always telling everybody, keep your eyes open. Look up at the sky. See what's happening. That's why I give you guys full access to my window most of the time. So you can see what I'm seeing. You can see where I'm at, where I can find it. So you can do it yourself. Show others. It is our responsibility to show others when we learn something. You can actually see this one here, this little tic-tac. You can see that it came right out of the sunspot right here. You can almost see the line, the distortion from him coming out of that right there. Folks, remember, keep your eyes open. No fear. And remember, love is the only way forward. Stay safe out there, folks. Please like, share, and subscribe.